Welcome to Yoga with Tansy. I'm Tansy and I'm so excited to be filming from the beautiful South Canterbury countryside today. This is a flow practice which is designed for when you may be feeling a little bit sluggish, you haven't quite got going with your day, and this is going to create some energy which you can then use to make your day really amazing. Starting with a little bit of movement, so just come into any kind of seated position. And we're just going to get moving with the breath. So on your inhale, take one hand to the floor and the other arm comes overhead. And then exhale back up to center and inhale over the other side. Exhale back up. Getting a nice stretch into the side body. So pressing both sitting bones down into the mat as you go over and exhaling back up. Inhale into that top side body and exhale back up. And then from here, coming over onto all fours, lower down onto your front and bring your arms back by your sides. On your inhale, lift just your right leg, head and shoulders, and exhale back down. Left leg, inhale, and exhale back down. Carrying on like that. So inhale, lift one leg, lift head, lift shoulders. Exhale, coming back down towards the mat. Inhale up again, and exhale back down. Two more. Inhale up, exhale back down. Inhale, lift head, shoulders, and one leg. Exhale back down. And then on this time, use that energy to inhale, lift the head, shoulders, and both legs, and extend right through to your feet and through the top of your head. Then taking your hands down underneath your armpits, press up onto all fours. One round of cat-cow, finish your exhale. Inhale the head and tailbone up. On the exhale, round the middle of the spine up. And then taking your hands one hand distance further away. Tuck your toes under, coming into downward dog. Inhale here. On the exhale, bend one knee and press into the other heel. Inhale like that. And on your next exhale, pressing into the other heel. Inhale here. Going back to the first side. Press into the heel so you stretch right down the back of the leg. Inhale here. And then stretching right through the back of the first leg. And then dropping your knees to the floor, taking child's pose. Come back to the breathing here. Get a nice full breath right into the belly. And while you're here, maybe thinking of something that you're grateful for. It's an absolutely stunning day here in South Canterbury. I'm very, very grateful to be able to be outside, to look at the mountains, to enjoy such an amazing part of the world. And then from here on your next inhale, bring your head and your shoulders up. And then carry on and bring your arms up too. And on the exhale, return to child's pose. Again, inhale, lifting the torso, bring the arms up and reach up. And on the exhale, folding into child's pose. One more dynamic movement. Inhale, look up. Exhale, coming back into child's pose. And then taking the arms forward, tuck the toes under, coming into downward dog again. On your next inhale, coming into plank. Shoulders over wrists, and exhale, back into downward dog. Inhale, shoulders over wrists in plank. Exhale, back into downward dog. Another one, inhale, plank. Exhale, bring your hips high, come into downward dog. Inhale again into plank, shoulders come over wrists. Nice straight line from your head through to your heels. On the exhale, lift the hips higher, back into downward dog. Inhale forward again into plank. Exhale back into downward dog. And then take your right leg high into three-legged dog. Bring the knee into the chest. Swing the foot through, help it along if you need to. And inhale into warrior two. Just get a few breaths here. Feeling very steady and strong in your warrior. Engage in the back leg. Push the outside edge of the back foot down. Bend into the front knee and look down the middle finger of your front arm. Coming from here into modified Parsvakanasana. Take your front elbow to your front knee. Back arm comes overhead. Feel a nice stretch down the side body. Keep pressing into the outside edge of the back foot. And then coming from here, hands down next to the front foot, back knee onto the floor, and pull the back foot in towards your body. You've got your right foot forward. Take your right hand behind you. Maybe grab the foot, or you keep pulling it in towards you without grabbing it, which is good work for your hamstrings. Taking both hands to the mat. Outer hips come high. Back into downward dog. And then on the inhale, return to plank. On the exhale, take your knees down. Lower to the floor. Press the tops of the feet into the floor. Active legs. Inhale into cobra. And on the exhale, back into downward dog. Lifting your left leg. Three-legged dog. Then pull that left knee into the chest. Flick the foot forward. Inhale. Warrior two. On your next exhale, front elbow to front knee. Back arm comes overhead. And then hands come down next to the front foot. Back knee goes to the mat. And you're reaching your left hand around. Maybe you can grab that back foot. Maybe you can't, and that's all good too. It's appreciating where you are with your particular poses. Any amount of the pose is still the pose. Releasing the back foot. Take the hands down next to the front foot. Front foot comes back, downward dog. And then inhale forward into plank. Exhale, lower yourself to the floor. With active legs, come into cobra. And then return to downward dog. We're going to do all of that a little bit faster now. The aim is to flow with your breath. So now really trying to focus on maybe a little bit more on the breath, a little bit less on the technical alignment in the poses. Just flowing and using that as a way to build energy. On the inhale, right foot comes forward, warrior two. Exhale, modified Parsvakanasana. Inhale here. Exhale, take your back knee to the floor. Inhale, right arm goes round, grabs the foot. Exhale, back into downward dog. Inhale into plank. Exhale, lower to the floor. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Have a moment in downward dog. And then left side. Finish your exhale. Inhale, left foot forward. Warrior two. Exhale, Parsvakanasana. Inhale here. Exhale, hands come down, back knee down, left leg back, grab the foot. Inhale. And then exhale, downward dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower to the floor. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Have a breath here. Come back to that breathing. And then inhale, right foot forward, another round. Warrior two. Exhale, modified Parsvakanasana. Inhale. Exhale, back knee down, pull the foot in, right hand goes back. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower to the floor. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, downward dog. One breath here. Inhale and exhale. And then inhale, left foot forward, warrior two. Exhale, modified Parsvakanasana. Inhale. On the exhale, hands down next to the front foot, knee to the floor. Reach back, left hand grabs the foot. And exhale, downward dog. Nicely done. In your downward dog, feel the outer hips coming high. If you want to bend the knees, take the outer hips even higher. And then start to straighten the legs. Heels coming towards the floor and absolutely do not need to meet the floor. And then tiptoeing the feet in towards the hands, coming into a standing forward fold. You can take your big toes with your first two fingers, leaning forward, letting the head be heavy. But the legs are still strong. Feet are pressing down into the floor. On your next inhale, releasing the hold on the feet, coming into a half lift. On the exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way up to standing, reaching up. And exhaling the arms down to your side. Coming then into eagle pose. Standing on your right leg. Bring the left leg over the top. And the big toe can come on and off the floor here, or you keep going with a circle around that standing leg, and maybe you can hook your big toe around your standing calf. Looking at your fixed point to give you some stability here. Bring your arms out to the side. And you're going to take your left arm over your right. No. Yeah. Point your right arm straight up and left arm wraps around. Lift your elbows, sink into your knees. Lift your elbows so they come shoulder height and keep sinking into the knees. Eagle pose. You'll feel it stretching across your upper back there. Lovely, lovely stretch for the upper back. And then unraveling the legs and unraveling the arms. And take a breath. And sorry if I messed up the right and the left. I wasn't sure if I was mirroring or not. So nice example of don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good. Bending the knees, taking your, standing on your left leg, take your right leg over the top, hooking the toe around if you can, and then feel really steady and really strong here. And then bring your arms out to horizontal. And this time you're taking your left elbow on top of the right. Right forearm points up and left forearm wraps around. Lifting the elbows, bending the knees, looking through your forearms. You really need to kind of tune out your forearms so you can get your fixed point to look at, finding steadiness. And if the big toe comes down like mine just did, great. Just come back into the pose. And then unraveling the arms and then the legs. Nicely done, yogis. Walking out the feet. Coming back to the top of the mat. Inhale here. On the exhale, hinge the hips forward, coming into a forward fold. On the inhale, feel really long through your spine. And on the exhale, folding forward again. Inhale all the way up, reaching up. And then exhaling the arms down to your side. Another one like that. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hinge the hips forward. Lots of dynamic movement to build energy. Find length in the spine on the inhale, and on the exhale, fold again. Then inhale back up to standing, and exhale the arms down to your side. Inhale them up again. Press down through the feet, reach up through the fingertips, hinge the hips on the exhale. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, take your hands to the floor, step back, right foot and then left, so you're in plank. And then make a skillful decision here. Are you better off with your knees off the floor like this, or can you make more of a plank shape if you take your knees to the floor? Pick up your abdominal muscles, pull them towards your spine. So if you're in more of a downward dog type shape before, maybe this is a good option for you. Either way, feel very much like you're pulling your belly button upwards, targeting the abdominal muscles, building strength. And then taking your knees down, lower down onto your front, arms by your sides. This time, if you can, clasp your hands behind your back. Do, otherwise palms face each other. Inhale, lifting again into Savasana, locust pose. Keep lifting the legs, keep lifting the head and the shoulders. Feel very open across the chest. Beautiful, beneficial pose. And then taking the hands down, just push up onto all fours and coming to lying on your back. Bring your knees into your chest, pull the knees in. Just gentle stretch here for the lower back and the hip flexors. And then keeping your right knee pulled in towards your body, extend the left leg long, hovering it off the floor. Feel long right through to the heel. It's a little bit more of a stretch into the right hip flexor. Swapping over. Pull the left leg in, extend long through the right leg. Pulling both knees in. Take the soles of the feet to the floor and just gently windscreen wiping the legs side to side. Unwinding any tension in the lower back. Getting yourself ready for your final relaxation, which you'll be able to take in your own time and stay there for as long as you can. So good for the body to experience that full muscular relaxation. So do stay for as long as you can in that. Really get the benefits of assimilating the yoga practice. So when you're ready, straighten out one leg, straighten out the other. Have your arms out to your sides, palms facing up. And then start to watch your breath. And I will be leaving you here. Yogis, thank you so much for practicing with me today. I would love it if you could leave a comment in the YouTube section. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.